Imagine going from being the best footballer in the world to sitting inside a prison cell in another country. This is the incredible story of Ronaldinho, a man whose rise to fame was against all the odds. Growing up wasn't easy. Born on March 21, 1980 in Porto Alegre, Brazil, Ronaldinho's parents struggled to make ends meet. His father, João Moreira, was a former professional footballer who had to retire early after an injury. His mother sold cosmetics, later becoming a nurse to support the family. Despite the hardship, they were a tight-knit family, and the reason for that was football. Ronaldinho and his older brother, Roberto, trained every day with their dad. Soon, Roberto's talent caught the eye of Grêmio, who offered him a big contract, enough to lift the family out of poverty. They moved into a new house, ready to celebrate a fresh start. But everything changed in 1989. Just 2 months before Ronaldinho's 9th birthday, they came home one afternoon to tragic news. Their father had been found unconscious in the family swimming pool. He never recovered. That moment shattered them. Roberto tried to fill the void as the new man of the house, while Ronaldinho turned his pain into passion. What he didn't know was that this heartbreak would push him to become one of the greatest players in football history. Football became his life. By age 13, Ronaldinho's talent was undeniable. He once scored 23 goals in a single match. Scouts from Brazil's youth teams couldn't ignore him. In 1997, he was called up to represent Brazil at the Under-17 World Cup in Egypt. He didn't just play, he dominated. Brazil won the tournament, and Ronaldinho was named player of the tournament. Soon after, Grêmio offered him a professional contract. He made his senior debut in the 1998 Copa Libertadores, and although his stats were modest, his flair, creativity, and unpredictable style made fans fall in love instantly. By 1999, everyone knew Ronaldinho was destined for greatness. He was called to the national team for the Confederations Cup, and what happened next would change everything. In that tournament, Ronaldinho exploded onto the global stage. Brazil finished second, but with 6 goals and 5 assists in just 5 games, he won both the Golden Ball and Golden Boot. The world had discovered a star. By 2001, Europe came calling. Paris Saint-Germain signed him, and Ronaldinho began his European journey. In his first season, he scored 13 goals and assisted 7, but it wasn't his numbers that made headlines. It was his lifestyle. In Paris, Ronaldinho loved to party. His teammates complained, but how could anyone stay mad at a man who made football look like art? Then came 2002, the World Cup. Ronaldinho joined Brazil's golden generation. He scored and assisted against China and helped Brazil beat Belgium in the round of 16. But it was in the quarterfinal against England that Ronaldinho produced one of the most shocking moments in football history, catching David Seaman off his line with a looping free kick that stunned the world. Suspended for the semifinals, he returned for the final as Brazil defeated Germany 2-0. Ronaldinho had done it. The kid from Porto Alegre was now a world champion. After one more season in France, Barcelona came knocking, and his story reached its peak. He signed for FC Barcelona in 2003, wore the iconic number 10 shirt, and over the next 5 years became the best player on the planet. His highlights broke the internet, literally. Ronaldinho became the first person ever to reach 1 million views on YouTube. He could do it all: score, assist, entertain. Every touch felt like magic. He made fans dream again. But as time went on, things started to change. By the end of the 2007 to 2008 season, his contract expired, and surprisingly, Barcelona refused to renew it. Behind that smile, Ronaldinho was battling depression. Ever since his father's death, he carried a sadness that no fame could heal. Partying became his escape. New coach Pep Guardiola saw his talent, but also saw a young player rising in the academy, Lionel Messi. Guardiola feared that Ronaldinho's habits might influence Messi's path, so he made a difficult choice. He let Ronaldinho go. After 94 goals, 70 assists, 2 league titles, 2 Super Cups, a Champions League trophy, and a Ballon d'Or, The Ronaldinho era at Barcelona was over. Next stop, AC Milan. And what a team it was. Maldini, Nesta, Kaká, Beckham, Seedorf, Pirlo, and now Ronaldinho. At first, he shined again, but soon the old habits returned. He would party all night before games, sometimes not even knowing who the next opponent was. By 2011, after winning Serie A, he knew his time in Europe was coming to an end. He returned to Brazil, playing for Flamengo, Atletico Mineiro, and a few other clubs, even trying futsal in India. But by 2018, the spark was gone. He retired. And then came the darkest chapter. In 2020, Ronaldinho and his brother were arrested in Paraguay for attempting to enter the country with fake passports, after their real ones were seized over unpaid taxes. He spent 6 months in prison, but here's the irony. It was in jail that Ronaldinho finally found peace. Away from fame, away from the noise, he came back stronger. Today, Ronaldinho is clean, happy, and focused. He had time to reflect, to heal the pain of losing his father and rebuild his life. When he was released in August 2020, he runs businesses like Nuki, a sponsorship firm, and Footsider, helping young players get discovered. He even opened his own music studio back home in Brazil. He's smiling again. And maybe his biggest achievement now is reminding us all that no matter how far you fall, you can always rise again. So, if you believe in second chances, subscribe to EuroGoalZone just like Ronaldinho subscribed to hope.